Roman Reigns' WWE Royal Rumble opponent leak, major betrayals to take place at WWE Survivor Series War Games, Randy Orton vs. CM Punk, who is the fifth member of Cody Rhodes' team, WWE Hall of Famer facing over 25 years in prison. The Rock details his WWE return. Drew McIntyre mocks top star after aligning with the Judgment Day on WWE Raw. What Rhea Ripley did after Drew McIntyre went backstage on Raw. Brock Lesnar is finally coming back. Let's jump right into it. Major betrayals to take place at WWE Survivor Series War Games. WWE's next big premium live event will be taking place later this month. Survivor Series War Games 2023 is set to air on Saturday, November 25. The show will be held at the Allstate Arena in Chicago. According to WrestleTix, which tracks the ticket sales of major wrestling shows, the Survivor Series premium live event is looking to be packed. Over 16,000 fans are expected to be in attendance. Not only that, but the company will feature a reduced set to fit the thousands of fans looking to attend the show. So far, 3 big-time bouts have been confirmed for the show. The Intercontinental Championship and the Women's World Championship are set to be defended. Additionally, a men's War Games match has been revealed. A handful of other matches are expected for the event, including a second War Games match. This piece will look at some of the stars confirmed or likely attending the big event and the major betrayals that may follow. This includes stars being kicked out of stables and a return going sideways. Here are 4 betrayals that could take place at WWE Survivor Series War Games 2023. Number 4. Seth Rollins could turn against Cody Rhodes. Seth Rollins is the reigning World Heavyweight Champion, meaning he is arguably the second top champion in WWE. In fact, it could be argued that he is the second top champion in all of pro wrestling behind Roman Reigns. Arguably, his greatest rival is Cody Rhodes. The pair had 3 all-time classic matches in WWE last year. Their rivalry was quite heated, which makes the fact that they are on the same War Games team this year all the more interesting. Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Cody Rhodes are friends, but the American Nightmare and the Visionary are not. Both men agree to put their past behind them for one night, but it may not actually happen. Seth accepting Cody's offer may be a ruse, and the World Heavyweight Champion could attack Rhodes in the match and cost them the win at Survivor Series War Game. Number 3. Finn Balor could kick Damian Priest out of the Judgment Day. Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Seth Rollins will have their work cut out for them at the WWE Survivor Series War Games 2023. The 4 babyfaces will be battling the Judgment Day's Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, Damian Priest, and JD McDonough. Unfortunately, there may be drama within the group. Fans were taken aback when Damian Priest claimed to be the leader of the faction on WWE Raw. His fellow stablemates were also surprised, which led to Priest taking back the comment. Still, there is a chance that the comment did not sit well with the faction. If that is the case, they may remove Priest from the stable at Survivor Series War Games. In fact, Finn Balor may be the one to do it following the issues that plagued the fearsome faction over the past few months. Number 2. Damage Control could betray Bayley. Damage Control is one of WWE's top faction. The stable first formed at SummerSlam 2022 when Bayley returned from her injury. She was joined by Dakota Kai and Io Sky. The rest, as they say, was history. Recently, however, Damage Control has changed. Io Sky is the WWE Women's Champion, and she recruited Kairi Sane to join the group. This was done behind Bayley's back. If that was not enough, Asuka also joined the group, which was again done without keeping Bayley in the loop. Many believe that Kairi Sane, Io Sky, Dakota Kai, and Asuka are gearing up to turn against the role model. If there ends up being a Women's War Games match, as many expect, Bayley could fall victim to her stablemates if they lose. Number 1. Randy Orton could betray Jey Uso if he returns to WWE programming. As noted, the Judgment Day will battle the team of Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and Sami Zayn at the WWE Survivor Series War Games 2023. Many fans believe the match will change from a 4 versus 4 style bout to a 5 versus 5 match. Drew McIntyre will inevitably join Team Judgment Day if the bout's style is changed. Alternatively, many believe that returning Randy Orton could be the man to join the babyface side. This is partially due to his relationship with Cody Rhodes. However, prior to Orton's injury, he was embroiled in a feud with the Bloodline. In fact, it was the Usos who helped take him out. If Orton does return as part of the babyface squad, he may lay Jey out with an RKO as the ultimate form of payback, which possibility has the most chances of coming to fruition at the WWE Survivor Series War Games 2023. Randy Orton vs. CM Punk, who is the 5th member of Cody Rhodes' team. Randy Orton and CM Punk are 2 names heavily rumored to make their WWE returns at Survivor Series War Games. Currently, both teams participating in the titular contest have 4 members each. With Drew McIntyre combining forces with the Judgment Day on this week's Raw, it looks like Cody Rhodes will need to make a few phone calls. The rumors of CM Punk and Randy Orton returning are steadily picking up steam. However, the Viper is more likely to make a comeback ahead of the November 25 event since he has been reportedly training at the Performance Center for weeks. While both stars are among the best in the business, who has a better track record at Survivor Series, if we go statistically, Punk could be a better pick for Team Cody Rhodes in the War Games match than Orton. Per the Internet Wrestling Database, the voice of the voiceless has won 71.42% of his matches at Survivor Series. Meanwhile, the Viper has reigned supreme in 60% of his bouts at the high-profile event. While Punk has a better win-loss record at Survivor Series than Orton, he has competed in just 7 matches. On the other hand, the 10-time WWE champion has wrestled in 15 bouts at the show and is much more experienced than his former rival. Another factor that possibly makes Orton a better pick than CM Punk is that he has competed in multiple 5-on-5 matches at the annual event, often emerging as the sole survivor. Hence, the Viper has a slight edge over Punk in this comparison and could be a viable choice to join Rhodes' team. It will be interesting to see if either of these men join the American Nightmares squad on November 25. Randy Orton's back injury has forced him to miss over a year of in-ring action. After undergoing successful surgery, he is expected to return to WWE TV soon. A new report has indicated when the Viper could make his much-awaited comeback. According to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer, Orton is scheduled to join Team Rhodes at WWE Survivor Series War Game. It's 5-on-5. It's gonna be Drew McIntyre, and it's gonna be Randy Orton. It's actually been reported elsewhere, but I actually got that confirmed a couple of days ago. Randy Orton's going to be in War Games. The Viper's return to the company could allow multiple compelling storylines to unfold in the coming months. It will be interesting to see if Orton will show up in Chicago. WWE Hall of Famer facing over 25 years in prison. In the latest news of pro wrestling, a WWE Hall of Famer could serve over 25 years in prison, and her sentencing date has been revealed as per reports. The name in question is Tammy Lynn Sitch, famously known as Sunny, who was declared a danger to society for her unpleasant actions last year. She was arrested in May 2022 for being involved in a car incident that took away 75-year-old Julian Lasseter's life in March this year. Per PW Insider, Tammy Sitch will face sentencing on November 27th at 9 a.m. for DUI manslaughter, a felony in the 3rd degree. The charges against a Hall of Famer include the death of a 75-year-old man in a traffic accident in Ormond Beach, Florida, while her driver's license was suspended or revoked. She also faces 4 counts of DUI causing injury to a person and 3 counts of causing property damage. The WWE Hall of Famer is charged with DUI manslaughter, a 3rd-degree felony in Florida punishable by up to 15 years in jail, with a minimum 4-year sentence and a $10,000 fine. Sunny is also charged with causing death while driving with a suspended or revoked license, which carries a maximum term of 10.5 years. If convicted on all charges, Sitch risks more than 25 years in prison. Wrestling veteran Dutch Mantell spoke about not showing any sympathy for Tammy Lynn Sitch pleading no contest in the fatal DUI crash in August 2023. While speaking on an edition of Storytime with Dutch Mantell, the former WWE manager revealed that he had expressed his worries for a long time. He was always afraid that Sunny might harm someone or herself if she wasn't kept at bay. Mantell showed no sympathy for her, arguing that she needed to be isolated to prevent further harm. I like Tammy, but I've said this, she's gonna kill somebody, and she did. The reason she should be put away is because she will kill somebody else, or she will hurt somebody else, or she will kill herself, which I don't wish on anybody, Mantell said. It remains to be seen what more details will unfold about the sentencing of the Hall of Famer ahead of November 27th. What are your thoughts on WWE Hall of Famer Sunny? The Rock details his WWE return. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, opened up about his recent WWE return, claiming it was unplanned. Last September, The Rock made a surprising appearance on SmackDown for the first time in nearly 4 years. The Brahma Bull confronted Austin Theory before hitting him with a people's elbow. He also had a backstage moment with his former rival John Cena. During a recent appearance on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, The Rock addressed his return to WWE. He revealed that he was the one who called Nick Khan to inform him he was appearing on SmackDown. How did that feel? It was incredible. So here's the crazy thing about that is we were in Boulder. I was there for college game day, and I found out the night before that WWE SmackDown was gonna be in Denver, which is right up the road. So I called my buddies at WWE, Nick Khan, and I said, "Hey man, I heard SmackDown here. Can you confirm that?" He said that it is. I said, "Good, well, The Rock is coming to SmackDown." And I went out there. It was really an incredible thing, he said. The Hollywood megastar added, "And I've been really lucky over the years to entertain in a lot of different ways, but that kind of connection with the WWE audience, there's nothing like it." So my music hit, If You Smell, and I went out there and they had no idea. No, they had no idea. And you guys know how hard it is to keep a secret. It doesn't exist. This was a full-on secret. The people went nuts. 13,000 people sounded like 130,000 people, and it was just incredible. So WWE audience, it's my family and I love them, and it was incredible. Ahead of his appearance on SmackDown, The Rock revealed on the Pat McAfee show that he was supposed to square off against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39. However, the plans were scrapped. Meanwhile, the Brahma Bull teased going head-to-head against the Tribal Chief next year at WrestleMania 40. We got really close, but we couldn't figure out what that thing was, so we decided to put our pencils down and we agreed, hey listen, there's a merger coming up, there's WrestleMania coming up in Philly, that'll happen. I'm saying that is potential too, I'm open, he said. Drew McIntyre mocks top star after aligning with the Judgment Day on WWE Raw. Drew McIntyre showed his true colors on WWE Raw last night as he turned heel and aligned with the Judgment Day. The Scottish Warrior later took to social media to mock Cody Rhodes after costing the American Nightmare a chance to reclaim the tag team titles. McIntyre has been teasing a heel turn for a long time. He finally embraced his villainous side on the red brand this week as he interfered in the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championship match and delivered a claymore to Jey Uso to help Finn Balor and Damian Priest retain the title. A Scottish Warrior then shook Rhea Ripley's hand, making it clear he was now working with the Judgment Day. Drew further added salt to Cody Rhodes' wounds as he took to Instagram to mock the American Nightmare. The former posted an image on social media, captioned "Rhodes iconic. What do you want to talk about?" promo opening line. Cody Rhodes has been involved in a feud with the Judgment Day for a long time, along with a bunch of other baby faces. The two sides will get a chance to settle their differences in the War Games match at Survivor Series. However, Drew McIntyre's involvement has made things complicated as the heel faction now has an advantage. However, it seems like the American Nightmare has backup of his own as he teased calling upon an old friend after last night's Raw. It has been speculated for a long time that Randy Orton will be joining Cody Rhodes and co. to make it a 5-on-5 match at Survivor Series. The Legend Killer has been on the sidelines for over a year and is expected to be back around WWE's upcoming premium live event. Drew McIntyre, meanwhile, is not yet officially a part of the Judgment Day and is unlikely to join the faction. However, he is expected to fight alongside them at Survivor Series. What Rhea Ripley did after Drew McIntyre went backstage on Raw. A video featuring Rhea Ripley after Raw went off the air is making the rounds on the web. The final visual of Raw saw the Nightmare coming out and shaking Drew McIntyre's hand mere seconds after he turned heel. The Scottish Warrior attacked Jey Uso during the show's final moments, and the babyfaces lost an undisputed WWE Tag Team titles match as a result. After the show went off the air, McIntyre made his way to the back alone. Rhea Ripley blew a goodbye kiss to Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes before following McIntyre backstage. The last time McIntyre was a heel was back in early 2020. Earlier this year, McIntyre had a chat with Armin Sandler and discussed the possibility of a heel turn. Here's what he said: "The character itself, I'm willing to go in a direction that is interesting. People are calling for a heel turn, but I'm not willing to do that unless it makes perfect sense. We have a lot of equity in Drew McIntyre. I show up at Special Olympics and see the effect WWE and McIntyre has on people, and I can understand Cena's perspective of not turning." Rhea Ripley had been trying her best for a while to turn McIntyre to the dark side. After McIntyre lost a World Heavyweight title match to Seth Rollins at Crown Jewel 2023, Ripley approached him backstage. The Nightmare shrugged at McIntyre, who was seemingly pondering finally doing the unthinkable. Last night, Drew McIntyre did what fans have been dreading for a while now. A heel McIntyre isn't someone to mess with, as many superstars have painfully learned in the past. What was your immediate reaction to McIntyre's big heel turn on last night's WWE Raw? Brock Lesnar is finally coming back. Brock Lesnar has feuded with almost everyone throughout his illustrious WWE career. But there's one superstar he hasn't had the chance to face yet, at least not in the true sense of a TV storyline. That name is the current SmackDown superstar, Sheamus. The two stalwarts have crossed paths several times during 30-man Royal Rumble matches, and in fact, they faced each other twice in a singles competition at house shows many years ago. The Beast incarnate defeated the Celtic Warrior on both occasions. Both men have been absent from television programming lately. Lesnar was last seen at SummerSlam, which saw him put Cody Rhodes over to finish their trilogy. Meanwhile, Sheamus last wrestled on the August 18 episode of SmackDown. He lost to Adam Copeland, famously known as Edge, in his farewell match. Recent reports have suggested that the Irish superstar has been dealing with a serious shoulder injury, which has kept him on the shelf. However, the company is currently advertising him for the go-home episode of SmackDown before Survivor Series this year. As for Brock Lesnar, he's unlikely to return until the Royal Rumble season next year. Reacting to the rumors, WWE Universe expressed their desire to see both men in the ring for a buzzworthy feud next year. Earlier this year, Sheamus took to his Twitter handle to share a clip of his 2016 house show match with Brock Lesnar to tease a future blockbuster clash. "Run this back, go large, call it Banger to end all Banger. Hashtag Sheamus versus Brock, hashtag take my money, hashtag Banger," Sheamus tweeted. It's worth noting that the two men are well past their prime but can still put on a match for the ages. Will the dream scenario come to fruition next year? Only time will tell. Do you want to see a returning Brock Lesnar face Sheamus next year? Roman Reigns' WWE Royal Rumble opponent leak. With WWE Crown Jewel 2023 Premium Live event being Roman Reigns' last in-ring appearance of the year, fans are already looking forward to his next title defense. The Tribal Chief will put his undisputed WWE Universal Championship on the line at next year's Royal Rumble, and he could face a familiar foe. The challenger in question is none other than LA Knight. Earlier this month, the megastar received his first ever shot at the undisputed WWE Universal Championship when he challenged the Tribal Chief at Crown crown jewel in Saudi Arabia. However, the 41-year-old failed to dethrone Reigns after interference from Jimmy Uso. Last Friday, Knight defeated Grayson Waller in his first match after his defeat against the leader of the Bloodline. Speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer claimed the company wanted the megastar to get a win over Waller to make him strong again after his loss at Crown Jewel. Meltzer also noted that Knight is still going after the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, pointing out that the megastar would seemingly have another match against Reigns that may happen at Royal Rumble. Nevertheless, these plans are not confirmed. So with LA Knight, the whole thing was that Waller was there to be a guy for LA Knight to get a win coming off a loss. They wanted to make him strong again, they gave him a promo time. He's still after the title. It sounded like they're going to do another match with Roman Reigns. He did the belt motions and everything. Over the past 3 years, Roman Reigns has overcome several top challengers for his championship, including Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Seth Rollins, and Cody Rhodes. However, many still believe the American Nightmare could be the one to dethrone the leader of the Bloodline. Speaking on Keeping It 100, wrestling veteran Conan predicted the names that could finally end the Tribal Chief's historic title reign. I would say Cody, Rhodes, believe it or not, Drew, McIntyre, and Jey Uso. I would even like to throw Sammy in there, but I don't think that's possible. LA Knight is another one. Solo Sikoa is another one, he said.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm